The Pains of Opium. Reader who have thus far accompanied me, I must request your attention, before we go farther, to a few explanatory notes. You are already aware, I hope, else you must have a low opinion of my logic, that the opium miseries, which are now on the point of pressing forward to the front of this narrative, connect themselves with my early hardships in London, and therefore more remotely with those in Wales, by natural links of affiliation. That is, the early series of sufferings was the parent of the later. Otherwise these confessions would break into two disconnected sections. First, a record of boyish calamities. Secondly, a record, totally independent, of sufferings consequent upon excesses in opium. And the two sections would have no link whatever to connect them, except the slight one of having both happened to the same person. But a little attention will show the strictness of the interconnection. The boyish sufferings, whether in Wales or London, pressing upon an organ peculiarly weak in my bodily system, viz. The stomach, caused that subsequent distress and irritability of the stomach which drove me to the use of opium as the sole remedy potent enough to control it. Here already there is exposed a sufficient causal connection between the two several sections of my experience. The opium would probably never have been promoted into the dignity of a daily and a lifelong resource had it not proved itself to be the one sole agent equal to the task of tranquilizing the miseries left behind by the youthful privations. The main phenomenon by which opium expressed itself permanently lay in the dreams and the peculiar dream scenery which followed the opium excesses. But naturally these dreams and this dream scenery drew their outlines and materials from those profound revelations which had been ploughed so deeply into the heart, from those encaustic records which in the mighty furnaces of London life had been burnt into the undying memory of the fierce action of misery. Here is the briefest possible abstract of the total case. The final object of the whole record lay in the dreams. For the sake of those the entire narrative arose. But what caused the dreams? Opium used in unexampled excess. But what caused this excess in the use of opium? Simply the early sufferings, these and these only, through the derangements which they left behind in the animal economy. On this mode of viewing the case, moving regressively from the end to the beginning, it will be seen that there is one uninterrupted bond of unity running through the entire succession of experiences, first and last. The dreams were an inheritance from the opium was an inheritance from the boyish follies.